welcome. You're watching 6 Stories at 6 with me, Tanisha Awasthi. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the biggest win for India. The 26/11 mastermind, Tahawwur Rana, is finally being dragged back to India. The 17 years long wait has finally come to an end. So on this edition, we will get you the 6 angles that you need to know on this top story. Angle number 1, it is game up and time up for Tahawwur Rana. Tahawwur Rana is being brought back from the United States. He is expected to land anytime soon from now, and we are reporting live from the Palam Airport, where we will get the first pictures of this mastermind. Now, angle number 2 that we're tracking is how Pakistan is scrambling and is going all out to distance themselves from Tahawwur Rana and have now essentially dumped Tahawwur Rana, the 26/11 mastermind. Moving on, we will get you the man live on the broadcast who shot Ajmal Kasab's aide. Also, once the road is cleared, once Tahawwur Rana lands in India, what is next? What is the next procedure that is in line that will be followed? We'll get you all the inside details on that as well. And as always, a credit war has now broken out, with the BJP taking on the Congress and saying that the UPA went soft on terror during that era. And finally, all the details that you need to know on when is Tahawwur Rana landing, where exactly will he be taken after that, and his plane, remember, has detected a technical snag because of which his landing has been delayed. We'll get you all the inside story on that as well. First up, let's start with angle number 1. The 26/11 plotter Tahawwur Rana is being dragged back to India. With his arrival at the Palam Air Force Base in Delhi, the terrorist will be arrested by the National Investigation Agency then and there. Now, he is scheduled to be taken to the NIA headquarters following his official arrest that will be done today under the strict watch of SWAT commandos. He is slated for a medical examination as well, followed by being produced in the NIA Special Court, where Narendra Mann, the appointed public prosecutor, will hear his case. Viewers, this is not just about details of the case. This is also not just about the crackdown on terror. This is about the families of victims that await a closure. The families of those killed in action are waiting for Tahawwur Rana to be brought to his due justice. This is India's fight back over the redemption that the country saw on the horrific November 26th of 2008. Remember, Republic is tracking all the details. Piyush, my colleague, is reporting live from the Palam Airport. Piyush, first and foremost, take us through what are the arrangements that have been done at the Palam Air Base, because what we learn is that from where you are standing is that very exact place from where we will be watching Tahawwur Rana, the 26/11 mastermind, leave for the NIA headquarters.
Tanisha, very quickly, I will just request my video journalist to just show the visuals of Palam Technical Area, and you can understand the significance of this area because it is from this area where several top ministers, including the Prime Minister, often leaves when they come from abroad to the country. So yes, with this route being taken with Tahawwur Rana, the dreaded terrorist who has been reportedly involved in the 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks, being used to move from this location to the NIA headquarters, you can understand that how much importance does the security agency that includes not only the NIA but several other central agencies, they are paying to make sure that all the security protocols are made in place when Tahawwur Rana is brought from America to this place, and from this place they are going to be sent to NIA headquarters, most possibly where he's going to be kept under the custody and interrogated for the dreaded crimes which he has committed. Having said that, taking into consideration that there are several security measures that are involved, one has also been witnessing that there has been no official confirmation of what time exactly is the Tahawwur Rana now exactly going to be coming out from Palam Technical Area. It was believed to begin with that that he would be coming at around 1200 hours. It did not happen that time. It was believed that he's going to be coming out from this airbase at around 1500 hours. It did not occur. And now there are speculations that he might come out from this area at around 1900 hours, following which all the legal proceedings are going to be taking place, and then his custody is going to be taken by the NIA. The key question is that now when exactly is Tahawwur Rana going to come out from this, because India, Bharat, is waiting that the terrorist which did bleed India on 2008 is brought to book as per the law. Back to the studio.
Thank you very much for sharing those details. We will keep coming back to you as and when we see action in your frame. But for now, we move on to the other angles that we are tracking in this story now. Ladies and gentlemen, in a very, very classic move, which everyone saw coming, Pakistan has backed out from even identifying Tahawwur Rana as one of their own. Now, stranded and aloof, Pakistan has distanced itself from Tahawwur Rana, calling him a Canadian citizen. However, this recipe may not be enough. Pakistan may not be able to hide behind the Canadian Citizenship Card that is trying to play. In fact, the Pakistani state is moments away from standing exposed on their involvement in the 26/11 Mumbai terrorist attacks that shook India. Tahawwur Rana, the key conspirator of the terror strike, was serving the Pakistan army as a doctor. Despite this and enough and more evidences that points fingers at Pakistan, the country is making all-out efforts to deflect from their global image when it comes to terrorism and fanning destruction across India. Here's what Pakistan has to say in their defense.
I'll have to check the details, but what I understand, the specifics I'll try to find out, which you have referred about a specific prisoner being sent in March and other news. I'm not privy to those, but I'll check. But what I can give a broad context of Pakistan-UK relations, and within that, consular relations are, of course, consular cooperation is a very important component of that. And there are various agreements governing the consular relations between two countries. And overall, as a foreign ministry, we are satisfied. All arrangements are working satisfactorily. But this particular incident, I'll check. About London visit also, I'll get back to you. On the Tahawwur Rana issue, we have conveyed our position regarding his Canadian nationality. And as far as our record indicates, he did not even apply for renewal of his Pakistani origin documents for the last 2 decades. I reiterate position. We will give further updates in due course.
Well, that was the Foreign Minister of Pakistan, Ishaq Dar, who says that Pakistan is away. It has distanced itself already, and that Tahawwur Rana is a Canadian citizen. But as much as Pakistan wants to distance itself, it is this details that will nail how Pakistan did play a role in the 26/11 attack. Now, Rana worked with Pakistan Army as a doctor, and that is a known fact that is known to everybody. So he was one of those who aided in the terror attacks. Now, he acquired Canadian citizenship and became an ISI asset. So this is a fact that is known, and that is why Pakistan cannot deny the fact that Tahawwur Rana was one of their own. The last point that we want to put out here is that Tahawwur Rana executed Pak ISI plan by facilitating David Headley. So these are the 3 key pointers that nail Pakistan's role when it comes to helping terrorists like these in putting out the plan for the 26/11 attack. We move on to the third angle on this edition now. As the horrors of the 26/11 attacks unfolded, there were many, from the commuters on the streets, suburban train passengers, shop owners, to people who happened to be at the wrong places at the wrong time, watched it all from the close quarters. Now, across households on television screens, people watched terrified and clueless as resilient Mumbaikars tackled the immediate fallout of the worst terror attacks to hit the city. Visuals of locals throwing caution to the winds and catching hold of the heavily armed Ajmal Kasab as he left fly from his automatic weapon are still fresh in many minds. Joining us live on this edition is Hemant Bhavrankar, who shot terrorist Abu Ismail Khan, who was steering the hijacked Skoda car with terrorist Ajmal Kasab next to him. He will be with us in just some moments from now. We'll try and get that connection back. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is the story of getting justice, of providing justice to those families who have seen the horror unfold in front of their eyes. All right, we're still trying to get our connection sorted with Hemant, but taking you through what actually happened. The shots that you see on your screen is that of Ajmal Kasab. He was one of the attacker of the 2611, one of the mastermind of the 2611. He was hanged to death. The question now arises if Tahawwur Rana will face the same destiny as that of Ajmal Kasab. Now, the 17-year quest for top 2611 attacks plotter Tahawwur Hussain Rana is set to end today, as a special plane with him and the NIA team will land shortly in the national capital. The extradition on Rana, who take the top 2611 targets, including the Taj and Trident hotels, will set in motion a process of bringing the plotters and perpetrators of these dastardly terror attacks to justice. As Tahawwur Rana starts ratting out on his handlers, the Pakistan Army and the ISI, the chorus to go after the masterminds Hafiz Saeed and Zakur Rahman Lakhvi is getting louder. Even as Pakistan makes desperate attempts to disown their deep state asset and 2611 plotter, Rana's deposition could well hold the key to fulfilling the centre's pledge to bringing the masterminds in a Pakistani military establishment to justice. Let's see how this extradition will help India. So we will take you through certain points to know on how Rana, who was the main plotter of the 2611, how his extradition is going to help India, not just to now get Rana, but to also get the other ISI handlers back in India. So now Rana knows the ISI 2611 plan. He is the one who's going to spill the beans on Pakistan 2611 plot, and that is why we say how extradition can help India. Now he is also the man who knows the names of Pakistan Army officers who were involved in the 2611 attack. So it is not just Tahawwur Rana, but it is also the other names who were involved in the attack, the terrorists that were aided by Pakistan, whose names are going to come out. Now, Rana can give details of the LET Pak Army links. So this is one of the main pointers that we are looking at. These are also the line of questioning on which the NIA will be questioning Tahawwur Rana. His interrogation would plug gaps in 2611 conspiracy. Remember, there are many missing puzzles. It is like a jigsaw puzzle where it was not just Tahawwur Rana, it was not just Ajmal Kasab, but there were other handlers as well that were involved in 2611 attack. And those names will now tumble out of the skeleton. Now, it is Tahawwur Rana who can connect the dots on Pakistan's roles, and that is why, ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan is completely rattled, because their secret is going to come out now, and that is why their foreign ministry has released a statement after very long, and so much so that they have now completely distanced themselves. Now, Tahawwur Rana's testimony is crucial for corroborating Pakistan's role in terror. So all in all, it all bottles down to one thing, that is Pakistan's role in aiding the 2611 terror attacks. Rana was involved in ISI funding channels and can help India case before the FATF. So these are some of the major pointers that we are looking at once the NIA formally arrests Tahawwur Rana. Akhil, my colleague, is joining me live from the outside the NIA headquarters. Akhil, what is it that the NIA will be looking forward after Tahawwur Rana's arrest has been done formally?
Well, if you see at this point in time, NIA is going to completely establish the truths. And if you see, if you just go by the details which have been shared by the NIA officials, and what we have seen that earlier, if you see, Tahawwur Rana was in constant touch with David Colbin Headley, and for a very long time. If you see, when both of them were arrested from the Chicago airport in 2009, so at that point in time, they were planning to flee to Pakistan. And if you see, prior to that, they were constantly in touch since 2005. So the incident took place in 2008. So the NIA, not only the NIA, other central agencies, including the RAW and IB officials, will also be questioning Tahawwur Rana in this very case, because he is one of the key conspirators, apart from David Headley, who basically executed the entire plan. How basically he meticulously planned this entire operation, because if you see, he basically founded a company, a firm, a visa firm over here in Mumbai, and after that they were basically doing, at the backdrop of that, they were doing this plan. So it's going to be very crucial to see and wait and watch that how this investigation unfolds from here on.
Thank you very much for getting those details. Now, as the country awaits its big terror catch, a political war of words to appropriate the credit for extradition of the 2611 plotter Tahawwur Rana Hussain has now broken out. It is Union Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal who came down heavily on the erstwhile Congress-led UPA, which was in power during the 2611 attacks. Now, it is Piyush Goyal who has accused the Congress of going soft on terror, and even said that it was Congress who was serving biryani to the lone surviving 2611 attacker Ajmal Kasab. Hear what he had to say.
कांग्रेस सरकार के समय हम जिस होटल में खड़े हैं, यहीं पर आतंकवादियों ने हमला किया था। ये होटल पे लोगों की जान गई थी, लेकिन कांग्रेस की सरकार ने कुछ किया नहीं आरोपियों के ऊपर सख्त सजा दिलाने के लिए, बल्कि जो पकड़ा गया था कसब, उसको भी बिरयानी खिलाते थे। ये मोदी जी का दृढ़ संकल्प था कि जिन लोगों ने हमारी देश पर आंख उठाई उनको सख्त से सख्त सजा मिले, और आज हर भारतवासी को गर्व है मोदी जी पर। विशेषकर हम सब मुंबई कर कृतज्ञ हैं मोदी जी के कि ऐसे लोग जिन्होंने हमारे देश के ऊपर हिंसक आक्रामक हमला किया था, उनको हम भारत के धरती पर भारत के कानून के अंतर्गत सजा दिलाएंगे।
Now, if top
जब से प्रधानमंत्री माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी बने हैं, तब से देशद्रोहियों पर कड़ी नजर रखी गई है, और माननीय प्रधानमंत्री आदरणीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में और माननीय गृह मंत्री श्री अमित शाह जी के मार्गदर्शन में इस देश से आतंकवाद लगभग सफाया की ओर है, और जो भी देशद्रोही हैं, जो इस भारत में अस्थिरता पैदा करना चाहा है, इन 14 वर्षों में उन पर कड़ी कार्रवाई हुई है, और कोई देशद्रोही अब बचने वाला नहीं। कितनी बड़ी उपलब्धि प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी का मानते हैं? जब से प्रधानमंत्री माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी बने हैं, तब से देशद्रोहियों पर कड़ी नजर रखी गई है, और माननीय प्रधानमंत्री आदरणीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में और माननीय गृह मंत्री श्री अमित शाह जी के मार्गदर्शन में इस देश से आतंकवाद लगभग सफाया की ओर है, और जो भी देशद्रोही हैं, जो इस भारत में अस्थिरता पैदा करना चाहा है, इन 14 वर्षों में उन पर कड़ी कार्रवाई हुई है, और कोई देशद्रोही अब बचने वाला नहीं।
Now, if top sources are to be believed, it is 2611 plotter Tahawwur Rana Hussain will be landing in Indian soil in just some moments from now. His exact time was said to be around 7 p.m. However, we learned that there was a technical snag that was reported, and while he was in the Indian airspace, but what we do learn is that he will be landing anytime soon. Those are the live visuals from the Palam airport, from where Tahawwur Rana will be taken to the NIA court, after which the procedures for formally arresting him will be taken forward by the National Investigation Agency. All right, so security has been beefed at all places where Tahawwur Rana will be stopping. Number one is the Palam Airport, where after the plane lands, there will be a cavalcade that will be escorting him with tight security towards the NIA headquarters, after which he will be produced via video conferencing is what we know. Now, security has been beefed up at around all the places, be the Patiala House Court, the NIA headquarters or the Palam Airport. So Piyush is joining me live on the broadcast from outside the Palam Airport. Piyush, we know that in just some moments from now, Tahawwur Rana will be coming out of that gate. What is it that you are seeing and witnessing on the ground right now?
So very quickly, I will just request my video journalist to just show the visuals over here. And perhaps there is speculation that there can be some activity after 1900 hours. Having said that, taking into consideration that there is a lot of security measures which are at play, it was first believed that Tahawwur Rana would come out of the Palam technical area, the area from where we are reporting, at around 1200 hours. It did not happen that time. Then it was believed that he's going to come after 1500 hours. That also did not occur. And now there are speculations that following the formalities that results in immigration formalities to be completed, the legal formalities to be completed, there are chances that there can be some activities after 1900 hours. Having said that, taking into consideration that there is a lot of security protocols at play, and we have been witnessing from the very morning that there has been a lot of movement of vehicles of central agencies and Delhi police in and out of this area, there is still no confirmation. There is still no official confirmation, I would say, that at what time perhaps Tahawwur Rana is going to come out of the gate from where we are reporting. Having said that, it is one thing very certain that when he's going to come out of this gate, there are going to be legal proceedings that will take place. And from there, the NIA is going to be taking the custody of Tahawwur Rana. And from there, the investigation of establishing his role in the 26/11 terror Mumbai attack is going to take place. Back in the studio.
Right, Piyush, thank you very much for getting those details. We'll keep a close watch on that. The biggest reporting team is on ground zero, from the Palam Airport to the NIA headquarters to even the Patiala House Court. That's all, viewers, that we could pack in this edition of 6 Stories at 6. Don't go anywhere, because we are continuing with our live and rolling coverage from all the key points where Tahawwur Rana will be there. And any moment from now, we will get you the first visuals of Tahawwur Rana, who will be landing in India very soon. Thank you very much for watching.
One of the biggest dangers to our country are negative influences, dirty influences. These are people who are there on digital mediums only to get numbers, and what they do has had a very negative effect on our society. We all know about it. But together, you and I can change that. Republic is starting an influencer incubator program where you can be part of creating some world-class content that is nation first, that helps our country, that creates awareness. And you can work with me here on this campus as part of the first phase of the Republic Influencer Incubator program, which is the Positive Influencers program. The Positive Influencers program, which is going to be run from the Republic Media Campus, which is the largest newsroom in Asia, aims to bring together a diverse set of people from across the country. You can work from where you are, you can work with me here on this campus to create content on anything which you feel, if it proliferates, if it spreads, will have a positive impact on our people. It could be in the area of health, technology, defense, awareness, current affairs, politics, or even history, science and technology. I know there are a lot of you out there who have the talent, and all that you want is the reach. And Republic is doing this to give your content the reach. Together, all of us can come together and create a content revolution in our country. The digital medium, the growth of digital in our country is one of the most fascinating things, but you can use it in a positive way for the country, or you can use it in a negative way for our country. There are too many people who are using the digital medium to make a quick buck. But together, all of us, if we become one unit that's working in national interest, that believes in nation first, then through the Positive Influencer program, we can change the way the digital medium works in our country. So come, I welcome you to work with me here on the Republic campus as part of the Positive Influencer program. Here on the Republic Media campus, you will have access to great infrastructure, a warm and welcoming professional environment, and of course, the best production values. Now, if you have the content and you feel it needs the finish, it needs to be worked on, or that you would benefit from working in an environment where there are many other content creators like you, then you can be here. You can work with me here in the Republic newsroom. You can work from home. You can make it 50-50. You can make it work the way you want. As long as you believe that the content you create, and we believe that the content you create will make our nation number one, will be one solid contribution towards a Viksit Bharat, then you can be part of this wonderful program. The initiative I announced in the presence of the Prime Minister at the Republic Summit, which is the Republic Positive Influencer Program. So come, work with me, work with us. Let's make a difference for our country.